Hi, here's a small run through 15 or 20 minutes of warm-up exercises for you to follow. We'll start with the feet parallel and underneath the hips. We'll lift the chest, sternum raises, we lift the back of the neck. We feel the pushing up of the crown of the head. And then with an out breath, everything softens. Everything softens. Scan through and just make sure there's no places that are holding. The body's nice and upright. We've got a good awareness of the crown of the head and its alignment to the feet. I'm just going to shake into that posture. Loosen up everything. I'm going to roll the shoulders, loosen up. And this is a loosening for the spine. I'm folding. My fists are very loose. And then I breathe in, follow the movement right to the top of the in-breath. And I let the head gently fall behind, and I let the shoulders and the elbows fall gently behind to stretch open the chest, the arch of the back. And then as I breathe out, I follow the movement. And if you look from the side, the head drops, the pelvic girdle curls, nice curve in the spine. A few of these just to change the shape of the spine and bring a lot of movement into the spine. Good exercise to do really before you work with keeping the spine upright. Then with the body upright, I fold the knees and the hips. Push the feet into the ground to scoop the fingertips up. As I get to here, I'm lifting the chest, I'm lifting the back of the neck, I'm pushing the crown of the head up, and then one big release, the whole body softening. And finishing its softening, finishing its full release by the time the hands get to this position. I'm upright, the body stacked up on top of itself and connected. Fold. Notice I'm keeping the knees in line. Breathing in. I'm not just pushing the hands up, I'm feeling the whole body lift and open up. And then I'm letting the body connect by softening and gravity pressing me back down into myself. To turn, soften the hip, keep the hips level, keep the body upright, nice and stable over the left foot. Fold the hip and the knee. Come back to the 50-50, breathe in. Top of the in-breath is the top of the lift. Bottom of the out-breath, the whole body released, connected, fold. To turn to the other side, it's a softening in the hip joint that allows the body to turn. I remain upright and very stable. Then I fold. And then I come up. Notice how each thing I do is complete before I move on to the next. So a full release, and really make sure the whole body's released, make sure it's upright, then move on. Folding the knees and the hips, pushing up, making sure everything's at the top of the in-breath before you release. You can make that slightly smaller with the hands just coming up, the body's lifting, just to shoulder height, one fist apart, release. The legs softening, the lower back relaxing, chest, shoulders, everything settles, finished. Breathe in. Notice that when I breathe in, I'm not lifting the shoulders. When the hands come up, shoulders relax and the hands, they almost rotate up around that point. The shoulders relaxing, sink. Breathe in, release, breathe out, settle. aiming to get settled, connected, staying upright, calming down, feeling very balanced and stable. In the upright posture, to turn, fold the hips. To turn, fold the hips. My spine comes across and over the foot. I'm turned to the corner. I turn back square and I'm moving on to the other leg. So there's a shift of weight and there's a shift of my alignment across, turning. So as I'm pouring the weight, it coincides with the turning of the hips. It's not that I move across and then turn, or I turn and then move across. As I'm moving across, I turn. As I'm moving across, I'm becoming more and more stable, remaining upright. So there's like, it feels like a spiraling into the leg, slight sinking because I'm letting go of the muscles and a relaxing onto the leg. And then whatever speed you want to go at is fine, so that you can make sure those things take place. Don't just go so fast and move with the upper body. Really feel what you're doing. Feel the sensations of the body. Feel the letting go. Feel the stability. And then the next exercise, we turn the other way. So as I move on to this leg, the left leg, I turn the opposite way. And it's the same thing. I'm releasing and I'm turning. Staying upright. And I come back to this starting point, release and turn. Release and turn. Sinking. So when I finish the movement, I'm turned to the corner, I'm upright, and I'm very stable. Drop by drop by drop by drop, pouring my weight in. Turn, 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 turn. Finishing facing the corner, as much weight as I can get onto this leg. Eventually, you'll get all your weight across and the other leg's completely free. For the moment, just get as much as you can comfortably across. Changing from 50-50 weight, 60, 70% weight, 80% weight. If you can, the full weight right across, and then this foot's free. When you do this exercise, try to make sure this leg stays relaxed. Don't let it roll on the ground or be tight or be pulled. All your weight's dropping in here, and this leg is relaxed. Full leg, empty leg. Full of weight, empty of weight. Full of connection, no connection. I'll have a little shake out. Next exercise. This is a horse stance. It's slightly wider than normal and the feet are slightly out to the corner. So my toes are facing 11 o'clock and 1 o'clock. Slightly wider than normal. And I start with my hands in this position. If I go from the side, the body's upright. The hands are in line with his chest. They're not close to the body. They're not tight away. They're just nicely here. And I'm feeling a nice, as if I'm holding a little ball. I'm going to move the hand. Imagine two big circles here. I'm going to move the back of the hands around the circles. As I sink, the hands turn and go to the bottom of the circle. As I come up, halfway up, they're back to the starting point. And as I come up to the top, they're riding up the circle and opening. And my legs are straight, but they're not locked. And then I sink halfway down, continuing on the out breath, fully down. Breathe in, push the legs up, bring the arms up, continue to the top of the in-breath, and release. Knees bend, body softens, settles, and fully releases. Scan through your body, feel any places in your body where you're still holding on, the muscles are still contracted. You want to feel that your whole body is soft and allowed to press into the legs. The shoulders dropped, everything settles. Breathe in. This is quite a lot of work for the legs, so we just do for half a dozen times or so. And on the last one, just resting at the bottom. Body upright, body settled, sunk. Just shake out. Taking our bow stance, which is the front foot forward, the back foot to the corner, hips square to the direction of the front foot. Just going to rock back and forth. And with this one, we can step backwards, step forwards, step backwards, all the weight into the back leg, move the weight, step. And the stepping is very light. I step with the heel and roll onto the foot. When I step forwards, I step with the ball of the toe and move onto the back foot when I step backwards. What I don't want to do is be falling into the foot, plunking on the ground just lightly. So I'm really balanced here. And the leg swings through while I'm balanced. Balanced, the leg swings through. So I'm looking for stability here. I'm looking for connection and grounded and feeling strong here. So this leg's free and empty, full and empty, full and empty. And we'll change sides. Bow stance with my right foot forward, hips and shoulders forward. Just going to move the weight between the legs. And then I'm going to step backwards and step forwards. Try and stay upright. Try not to lean when you move. Try and find that place of balance over your foot so this leg's free. Stepping backwards with the ball of the foot. Toes stepping forwards with the heel. And the movement presses the foot onto the ground. As I move forward, I press the ball of the foot onto the ground. Step with the toe or with the ball. As I move backwards, press the heel onto the ground. All the weight in the back foot. Step forwards, all the weight in the front foot. And we'll just finish with our awareness on our posture, our structure, lifting the crown of the head, settling. This quality of settling is the same settling when we drop the arms. So this time when we do this exercise, I don't want you to feel the arms so much, but feel what the body's doing. Lift the body and settle the body, and the arm follows the movement. So we're doing the same exercise, but now we've shifted our awareness to the lifting of the body. Legs push up. And the settling of the body, and the arms just follow into that movement. They synchronize with that movement. So I lift the body, because it's very easy just to focus on what the hands do when we do this movement and we're listening to what the arms are doing. Try and put most of your focus on what the body is doing. Sync the body and the hands follow. And then we're following a Tai Chi principle, which says the center leads all the movements. The center of gravity leads all the movements of the body. So when the center drops, the rest of the body follows. And what we want to try and do as we go through these Tai Chi movements is understand the movement, get the movement accurate, and then start putting the principles of Tai Chi into every single move. So we get fluent in the principles of the movement and understand how the body moves from a Tai Chi way. And then we get the grounding, we get the calming, we get the settling, the upright posture, and the real qualities of Tai Chi come into our practice. Thank you very much. We'll leave it there for today. And this will be a recording, so you can go through the sequence anytime you want and use it to either watch, and when you get familiar with the moves yourself, you won't need the recording anymore. Thank you.